Donald Trump once called Egypt's President el-Sisi his, quote, favorite dictator. Now that relationship is coming under increased scrutiny. Democratic leaders on the House Oversight Committee have launched an investigation into whether Donald Trump's campaign in 2016 accepted an illegal $10 million campaign contribution from the Egyptian president and his government, following a Washington Post report last month that revealed details of a secret, now closed DOJ investigation during Trump's presidency into the matter. Joining us now, Congressman Robert Garcia of California, who, along with Congressman Jamie Raskin, wrote a letter to Donald Trump with these questions. Tell me what you have to go on and what you're hoping to find out, and from whom.
Well, thank you. This is just, of course, first another pattern of corruption from Donald Trump and his family. Let's be really clear. In 2016, we all remember that Donald Trump was having a hard time putting his own money into the campaign. He finally ended up doing that towards the end of that year. We know that he put an initial $10 million into his campaign. Well, now we know that around the same time, the Egyptian government and the president at the time were trying to transfer approximately $10 million into Donald Trump's own personal fund. And we know this because the FBI was actually investigating this. This has all been reported now by the Washington Post. And so if the Egyptian government was trying to get Donald Trump $10 million, and Donald Trump himself was putting in his initial $10 million into his campaign, there are questions there that need to be answered. And the simple question is did Donald Trump, and was he aware that the Egyptian government, a dictator, was trying to give him $10 million to help his own personal campaign? This is, of course, on top of, we know, $2 billion the Saudi government gave the Kushners 2 months after leaving the White House for their investment fund. This is on top of the foreign intervention that was happening from multiple countries into the Trump organization, spending millions at his hotels, at his properties. This is on top of what we found out today with the DOJ and Russian interference in her election. So this is a pattern of corruption that is happening. This is a pattern of Donald Trump and his companies and family likely benefiting from foreign governments. Many adversaries of the U.S. and the Oversight Committee, we are demanding an investigation. We have questions that need answers.
Will you seek partners in the Senate and subpoena members of Robert Mueller's team, who I believe the Washington Post or the New York Times reported had some awareness of the transactions you're talking about?
Absolutely. We're already having these conversations. We're very interested in ensuring that we get to the bottom of this issue. We all know the Egyptian government already, the relationship between Donald Trump has been very concerning to us. Now we get this information that they were trying to get this money to Donald Trump, likely for his own campaign. We have to have transparency on these very critical issues, especially for a person that is currently running for president. Time and time again, Donald Trump and his family have tried to benefit from their relationships in government. This should be concerning not just to Democrats, but to Republicans as well. The Republicans in the House continue to block basic information and investigations in trying to get to the bottom of what actually happened. And so absolutely the Senate should be involved. And absolutely it's another reason why Democrats need to be able to win control of the House to ensure that we get to the bottom of these important investigations.
And you're not ruling out a subpoena for members of Mueller's investigative team?
Absolutely not. I think everything has got to be on the table. And I think we have to be very honest that there is enough evidence. I mean, if you read that Washington Post investigation, there's enough evidence, there are enough questions. The American public should be demanding these answers.
I know we got short on time today. There was breaking news, but I would love to go through the reporting and have a longer conversation with you about where those open doors are in your view as a congressional investigator. Congressman Robert Garcia, thank you for your patience and your time today.